everyone to the Alex and Ava English podcast. Today, we're focusing on how to say anything you want in English, especially for beginners who might feel a bit nervous. Ava, can you share your experience about feeling shy when speaking a new language?
Absolutely, Alex. I remember when I first started learning English, I felt so anxious. I was afraid to make mistakes and thought I needed to speak perfectly. But over time, I realized that making mistakes is a natural part of learning, and it's more important to just start talking and enjoy the process.
That's such an important point, Ava. Many learners believe they have to get every word right, but confidence grows the more you try. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, you're still communicating. Today, let's show our listeners how simple conversations can help them break the ice and feel more comfortable.
Yes, that's the key. The first step is just to speak, even if you're not sure of every word. We'll demonstrate how you can talk about daily life, your activities, or your feelings, and how every attempt helps you get better. So, let's dive into some practical examples together.
Let's imagine we're at a language meetup in a cozy cafe. Ava, how do you feel about starting the conversation and sharing something simple about your day, even if you make a few mistakes along the way?
I'll give it a try. To be honest, I still feel a little shy sometimes, but I know it's okay. Yesterday, I went to the park. At first, I wasn't sure how to say everything, but I just tried. I walked around, listened to music, and even saw some adorable dogs playing nearby.
That's excellent, Ava. You're showing how it's possible to describe your day with simple sentences. For example, you could say, I walked in the park, listened to music, and saw some very cute dogs. It's not about perfect grammar, it's about expressing yourself and enjoying the conversation.
Thank you. Sometimes I pause to think about my words, and I use phrases like, let me think, or It helps me feel more relaxed. I notice that the more I talk, the easier it becomes to share even small details about my daily life, and that makes me feel proud.
Now, let's move on to hobbies, which are always a fun topic. Ava, can you talk about some of your interests and how you describe them, even if you feel unsure about the right words?
Sure, I really enjoy cooking different dishes, and I like painting even though I'm not very skilled. Sometimes I laugh at my own paintings, but it's all about having fun. I usually say, I like painting, but I'm not very good at it, which feels honest and keeps the conversation easygoing.
That's a great strategy, Ava. Sharing your hobbies lets people connect with you, even if you use simple words. When you say, I cook rice, vegetables, and sometimes pasta, you're practicing real English and building your confidence. The key is to keep talking and not worry too much about mistakes.
Exactly. I find that when I talk about the things I enjoy, it helps me forget about my nerves. And if I don't know a word, I just use a phrase like, I'm not sure how to say this, but it keeps the conversation flowing and shows I'm willing to try.
Let's try talking about feelings, since many learners get nervous when speaking English. Ava, how do you feel when you speak English, and how do you express those emotions to others?
To be honest, I sometimes feel nervous and even a bit scared at first. But as I keep talking, I start to feel more comfortable, especially when my speaking partner is patient and encouraging. I like to say, I feel nervous at first, but now I feel better, which helps me be honest about my experience.
That's a wonderful approach. Admitting your feelings can actually make conversations more authentic and help you connect with people. I always tell learners, don't be afraid to say anything you want. Every time you practice, you're making progress, even if it feels slow at first.
Thank you for the encouragement, Alex. It really makes a difference when someone listens and supports you. I've noticed that just a few minutes of practice each day helps me feel less nervous, and I start to enjoy speaking more and more. It's all about building confidence step by step.
Before we finish, let's quickly review some useful phrases that can help our listeners start conversations. For example, let me think. I'm not sure how to say this, but I feel nervous, but I want to try, or say anything you want. Don't be afraid. These expressions are great for building your speaking skills.
Those are really helpful. I plan to use them when I talk to new people in English. They make it easier to keep the conversation going, even when I don't know the perfect word. It's a good reminder that simple phrases can open up a whole conversation.
Exactly, Ava. And to wrap up, here are 3 tips for all our listeners. Don't worry about making mistakes, use simple words, and try to practice every day, even just for 5 minutes. Remember, confidence grows the more you speak, no matter how simple your sentences are.
That's so true. Even a little practice can make a big difference. Just say whatever is on your mind and remember that perfect English isn't the goal, connecting with others is. Keep going, everyone, and don't let fear hold you back.